Hey guys, this is Vicious Jeremy or Johnny Baba Ganoush or whatever you want to call me. I just finished dropping off my friends slash guests slash crew of Fantasy Pro Wrestling, and we had just finished doing, which was probably by far one of the best free for you events ever with WWE 2K17. Thank you very much for all the people who are behind that game for making my events or our events possible. This time around, I would say that every match at FPW Coastal Clash 2022 was indeed phenomenal. To the T, it was absolutely perfect. Some flaws did happen, but before we get to the flaws, I'd like to say that the end result for every match was exactly how I imagined it, and that's why the whole show was, my opinion, a tremendous success. Now, I gotta say, kudos to Secret Agent Sam, Winger, Eva Quintana, Sasha Banks, Manok Denis, and I wish I could put my other finger, but let's see, Horvath, the Hungarian Barbarian. Every championship match on that show was absolutely amazing, and everybody, champion and challenger, worked at their absolute best. It was incredible. Also, tip to the hat to you for the two trios elimination matches that occurred. The 5th edition, the Bloodline, and of course, Team WWE NXT versus Team All Elite Fantasy Pro Wrestling. Like, hands down to those teams. I mean, the Bard, Korgoth, and Thunder defeats Roman Reigns and the Usos? Jesus Christ, that means that the Bloodline is pretty much like slipping away. And rumor has it that Roman Reigns is going to eventually lose the title this year, the Universal title this year, and he'll be written off television. That's a rumor, but who knows if that's even fact. So there's that to think about. But hands down to the Bard and the Barbarian Brothers for securing a victory and to represent Fantasy Pro Wrestling. So, yay! Hands off for Winston the War Beast, who is the ECW World Heavyweight Champion and the King of the Cage Champion. You, my friend, are going to get just desserts as you will be automatically entering in the Chamber of Death match for the Unhinged event that's coming up on Sunday, the 14th of August. Also, keep in mind, Tom Sever, another automatic entry into the Chamber of Death match. That's gonna be dope. Just that alone, Tom Sever, Winston the War Beast, my gosh. For Billy Boomstick, congratulations. You are now the next number one contender for the LCW World Championship. You have to now top off what Sasha Banks did tonight. Speaking of Sasha Banks, you are a phenomenal athlete. I'm glad that you left WWE because that place fucking sucks shit. Naomi is also going to be making an appearance soon in Ladies Championship Wrestling, possibly teaming up with Sasha Banks to compete for the LCW World Tag Team Championships, but that's just an idea right now. It's a concept that I had in mind. The Director of Authority, Julia Sanders, is going to be putting something together, some kind of a program for Erica Fisher and Tahani Delgosha after their vacation is done. So there's that. Hands off to the brother of Erica Fisher, Alex. You are now going to be able to compete for 1 or 2 Cruiserweight Championship title belts, which means that Alex Fisher will now be jumping to Fantasy Pro Wrestling as opposed to his current status on No Mercy Hardcore Wrestling, which means now, Alex, you have a responsibility to uphold, and you have a possibility of claiming either the WCW or the FPW Cruiserweight Championship belt. That's a huge deal right there. So Alex, hands off to you, my friend. You did a fantastic job. That beautiful sunset flip powerbomb. I'm hoping it was caught on film. I really hope. And now I gotta talk about the blunder part. Okay. Something was wrong with the internet connection. I'm not very, very thrilled on it. I'm very, very disappointed on how the internet just kept messing up the performance of the event. So I deeply, deeply, deeply apologize for that inconvenience. There was at least 4 takes before eventually I decided to close the books down, and I will mention the results of the main event, which is the biggest part of this this video review for Coastal Clash. The main event concludes a tie game, a draw game between Horvath, the Hungarian Barbarian, and King Matrix. They both secured 1 fall each, and nearing the end, nearing the finale of it, I think that the King had won by submission. If we had more time, it would have been King Matrix retaining the championship. But because the match ended in a draw game, the title retained. So King Matrix retained his championship. Horvath, it lost because he didn't really win the belt, but he didn't really lose, if you know what I mean. That means that technically Horvath, the Hungarian Barbarian, is still in the title picture, as well as now re-entering in the title picture, King Matrix. Kenan Jackson Jr., excuse me. It's getting late. It's past midnight. Kenan Jackson Jr. is going to be the newest opponent for the Universal Championship, but that means that we have a potential triple threat match between the King, Kenan Jackson Jr., and Horvath, the Hungarian Barbarian. So, again, once again, I apologize for the inconvenience of the finale not being aired properly. I'm going to have to review the footage anyways, or the 4 takes. The 4 live stream takes. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't have to be that way, but it is, and the internet fucking sucks, but it's what it is, and I just want to apologize for all the viewers who were watching, who had clicked on the link, who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, who have clicked on notifications. You will never miss a match if you do so, and I really, really am blessed that you guys have supported myself, supported what me, my girlfriend, and my friends are trying to accomplish here, trying to create a beautiful atmosphere, a beautiful network, a beautiful YouTube channel of E-Federation, of CAW, that I have been doing since the year 2000, since I was 14 years old. And I'm going to be 37 in a couple of days, so thank you very much for supporting me, supporting the channel, and of course, supporting Fantasy Pro Wrestling. Thank you very much for watching. You can still watch the whatever is on YouTube right now on my channel. You can check it out, watch the videos. They're amazing matches, and we will have more updates as to what will happen with the conditions of certain wrestlers, i.e. Winger. What will happen with the next No Mercy event called Unhinged. That happens on Sunday, August 14th. There'll be more updates, more news, more matches coming up in the next few days. I'm going to be going on vacation for 2 weeks. So there will be nothing really happening for the rest of the week. As my birthday is approaching, I'm going to want to just take it easy, enjoy my 2 weeks in Alberta. And when we come back in August, we'll be back with full force and hopefully no more glitches or internet fuck-ups for weekly shows like Championship Wrestling and, of course, the upcoming Unhinged event. So I'm done blathering. Sorry for taking up so much time here, but I just wanted to just bring that out there. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on notifications. And we will see you next time.